Parents, did you know that children between the ages of 4 and 8 are almost 2 times less likely to be seated correctly in vehicles than infants and older children? This is mainly due to transitioning too early from a car seat to a booster seat and from a booster seat to a regular seat belt. Families are often excited for these milestone transitions from car seat to booster or booster to regular seat belt. They are a rite of passage in growing up. But transitioning too early can have serious consequences to your child's safety when they travel in a vehicle. There are some simple guidelines about transitioning into or out of a booster seat, and it doesn't come down to just age like you might think. Using a booster seat for your child is not optional. It is the law. In Ontario, booster seat laws require children between 40 to 80 pounds to use booster seats. Booster seat regulations also require children who stand at 4'9" or less to use booster seats. Children should stay in their 5-point harness car seats until they have completely outgrown the weight and height requirements of it. Children are typically safer in a car seat, and there is no rush to move to a booster if your child still fits in their car seat. Consult your car seat manual for these details. Regular seat belts in cars are not designed for children. A booster seat lifts kids up so that the seat belt lies across the strong bones of the chest and pelvis instead of the belly and neck, where they could do serious damage in a crash. Whether you use a high back or backless booster seat depends on your vehicle. High back boosters are recommended when a child's head is not supported by the vehicle's back seat. Backless boosters can be used if a child's head is supported at least up to the top of the ears by the vehicle's back seat or headrest. When moving to a booster seat, you need to consider your child's weight and age, but also their maturity. Children must be at least 40 pounds and 4 years old to move from a car seat to a booster. 3-year-olds are not ready to ride in a booster, even if they fit the weight requirement. Children should also be mature enough to sit properly in the booster for the entire trip. Once you have determined your child is ready for the booster, ensure that the booster seat you are using is not expired and bears the National Safety Mark, which is proof that the car seat meets Canadian safety standards. Booster seats should only ever be used in the back seat of a vehicle, away from the airbags, dash, and windshield, never in the front. When buckling up, ensure the lap belt is resting across the strong bones of your child's hips, away from their stomach. The shoulder belt should be between their neck and shoulder. Children should be reminded to not loosen the belts, put them behind their shoulders, or stick toys between them and the belts. Check every time that your child is secured correctly. Finally, how will you know when your child is ready to sit without a booster? Many parents transition too early in this respect. As children grow, they may feel that the booster is for babies and that they are old enough to go without it. But the transition really has nothing to do with age. Rather, it is about ensuring that your child fits in a regular car seat properly to maximize its protection. To fit properly in the seatbelt, your child must be at least 4'9" and pass the 5-point test when sitting buckled with a regular belt and no booster. 1. Their knees bend comfortably at the edge of the seat with their feet flat on the floor. 2. Their bum is all the way at the back of the seat. 3. The lap belt lies low on the hips at the top of the thighs. 4. The shoulder belt crosses the collarbone. 5. And they can stay seated this way for the entire ride. Finally, even if your child is big and mature enough to use a regular seatbelt without booster in the car, they should still always sit in the back seat, away from the active airbags. This is where age is an important factor. Children must be over the age of 13 before they ride in the front seat. Before 13, their bone structure is not fully developed enough to handle the impact of airbags without risk of serious injury. It's fun to see our kids grow up and reach milestones, but always keep safety first and foremost in mind. And ensure you follow the regulations, that they are getting the best fit when they sit.